All right, Chris, I know. Listen, I know this is a sore subject.
Oh, God.
No, Chris, I know this is a sore subject. And you already said you're not watching Game 3 between the Knicks and the Celtics on Saturday, which was great. The full-throated, I don't really sweat what's happening right now. We're good. All we just got to do is just shoot 1% better from 3-point range.
That's
it. And again, just 1% better. And they get through. They're good. I understand that's what you're saying. But do you see the Jayson Tatum slander that's going around?
Yes.
A wide swath of national voices.
Who obviously don't watch a lot of Celtics games.
No, but they're one of them. I know you're a big Dan Lebitard guy. I know you're a Dan guy.
Yeah, well, they're also very pro-Miami and anti-Boston.
But basically, like, where are the moments? Where's his moments? Like, give me a moment. Like, what's his moment?
Oh, his 50-piece in Milwaukee against Philly, Game 7. They were down 3-2 in that game. He's had so many moments.
Okay.
Oh, how about this one? Winning the NBA championship. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a moment.
I mean, he's had. I don't even want to like give them credence.
No.
Like,
I'm using him as an avatar.
But
for what's being said. Mostly, it's that in this title defense.
Well, so far he's not been great in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He was awesome this year. He's going to be first team All-NBA for the 4th straight year. He's obviously bona fide superstar. He's been really bad in these 2 games against the Knicks. I mean, make some shots and it's a different story and you change the narrative. Obviously can't lose tomorrow or it's basically over.
Well, I mean, down 0-3 would be
it'd be bad.
Which is why Shaq and Charles have said that this is must win for the Knicks, because if it's 2-1, well, then you never know. I mean, then suddenly all the Knicks' hard work of doing that in Boston gets erased because Boston did that in New York, and now it's back to Boston. You've got to now win another one. Everyone is just assuming, which is always dangerous, that the Knicks' work in Boston is concluded. They don't need to do any more there. All they got to do is win 2 of their remaining 3 home games in this series, and it's a wrap.
Right.
Like, that's the math. And so if the Celtics create a scenario in which the Knicks in Game 4 are now pressured to win this one at home, that they now have to win their next 2 at home. Otherwise, they're going to have to do it again in Boston, which is a tall order. That's why Game 3 is must win for the Knicks.
Yeah, and these 2 games have done nothing to like silence all the Tatum haters, of which there are many throughout the country, and he's not really helping himself out with the numbers and the performance, and obviously that pretty atrocious final possession in Game 2, in which he dribbled right into the quadruple team.
Guess what? I will blame
it over.
I'm going to blame the coach for that. Because I don't mind Mazzulla drawing up the same play, calling the same play that led to a wide open go. For whatever reason, the Knicks just let Tatum stroll down the paint untouched and jam it.
It was odd because they were seemingly defending the perimeter when they hadn't made anything all day, and again they let him drive right down the middle.
But you still have to defend the perimeter because they're shamelessly hoisting from 3.
They are.
Right? And so, and that's their most comfortable shot.
Yep.
So Mazzulla wisely used that and Tatum had a clear path. I mean, and I don't mind him doing that again. But the minute the Knicks close that up,
give it up early,
and you got a timeout, fire that one off.
But you had a timeout. He could have passed it to Brown. I think was on the wing,
maybe,
and there was someone else in the corner at the 8-second mark instead of continuing to dribble all the way down to the baseline, which allowed Bridges to drop down and make the defensive play.
The minute the play as it was called, the minute the minute the play as it was called wasn't working, and it was obvious that Tatum was struggling to find an outlet. You got one in your pocket with 6 seconds to go. Fire it off.
He did try to make the pass, but it was way too late.
It was too late, but I mean, you could see the thought process. He was trying to
2 seconds left.
He was trying to draw a double to get Jalen, who would have had an open shot. But Bridges is acting like Glenn Close, or not Glenn Close. Who's the closer right now? What's her? Kara Sedgwick. She's the closer.
No. I mean, it was a good line if you'd only stuck that landing.
Yeah,
You know what? Can
I say it again?
The bottom line is,
Bridges was acting like Kara Sedgwick. He was the closer.
Great line. I don't even remember what happened with Glenn Close and all that.
I just had Glenn What's-Her-Nuts in my head.
Nice, good one. Good one. But don't worry, only 43 more missed references, and you'll match game one.
Right.
So,
I need to be 1% better.
Or actually, you're still, if you miss 43 more, you're still fine. You're not as bad as the Celtics in game one. That said, have you, now that you're a day removed, potentially rethought that you're not going to watch game three? None of it? You're not even going to look at your phone? You won't even watch some of it on your phone?
I won't look at the phone. Cage has a game at 12:30. They last about an hour.
That's the tip.
That's tip time.
So you're
a present
You got
parent,
the second
Chris.
half, 100%.
I know, but I'm
locked up.
But I'm going to play golf. And so
this guy.
I have a Saturday afternoon freak. It's Sarah and Cage are going to a concert with friends, so I have an unexpected afternoon and evening to myself.
So you won't have the
I take advantage
game on
of
your phone while you're on the lake?
Probably not. I really need to lock in because I'm a celebrity next weekend,
Oh,
so
that's nice.
I really need to lock in on that.
Okay,
Because
that's
the event that I'm
frustrating
going
No,
to.
listen, there are priorities.
Yeah.
And plus, you just go to, open up X or whatever, and you could just quickly follow one. If you have one person you just want to follow to see how it's going in New York, just follow Russell Wilson's account, because he's Knick fan number one.
I do follow Russell Wilson.
Russell's, so just check on what Russ is saying.
He's going to be courtside,
Of
right?
course he will be. Are you kidding me? He's the quarterback of the New York Giants. He's going to insert.
By the way,
his thoughts.
The tweet before that is "take the lead." Like it must have been when they finally went up for the first time in that game.
I'm so glad he was sharing his excitement. It's a very, as you know, social media. It's sharing your thoughts, and if it mirrors the person's thoughts, reading the tweet, there's a connection.
Right.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.